Just going to line up on the runway and hold it there. Actually, haven't had a look to see if anything's coming in. Oh, let's stop there. We've got some planes coming in. Hey guys, Shane here, Aus Flight Simmer. Today we're in sunny Brisbane, Ybbn, and we're doing a 737-200 sort of non-fictional flight from Brisbane to Coffs Harbor. So we're just taxiing our way up to runway 19, departing straight out basically. So it's not an air hauler or FS passengers flight today, but it's just a bit more fun. I've had people asking for if I could do some heavy flights, so pretty much really the only heavy aircraft I've actually got loaded into PD3 since I got my new PC is the Captain Sim, so that's the one that I'm actually doing at the moment. So we're going to go up, what are we going up? Alpha. If I can keep it straight. Struggling to do that. I'm trying to get in front of the traffic jam. Scenery is Orbex, Brisbane. Always very hard on frames. I can hear some jets, not jets, I can hear some other airliners behind me. So we're just going to taxi all the way up here. This will be an interesting flight. It should be good for you guys to watch because I'll make 50,000 mistakes along the way. I haven't flown this aircraft in a long time. So hopefully you guys are doing well today, and I'm doing absolutely fantastic because it's the weekend and I get to go flying. But this is the Captain Sim 737-200, so a very old classic, which you got to fly it. So it's not the best autopilot. There's a lot of things that you got to do. You got to control your descent and your speed and your climb. So there's a lot there. Come on, turn. Just hold short here for a second to switch everything on. Alrighty, landing lights are on. Taxi lights are off. What have we got over here? We've got position light is on. No, it's not on. Let's turn her on. Wings on. Let's just turn everything on. Guys, this is not a procedural flight whatsoever. I barely know actually how to fly this plane, so I'm going to extend the flaps. We'll do to 10. We'll see how we go. I'm just going to line up on the runway and hold it there. Actually, haven't had a look to see if anything's coming in. Oh, let's stop there. We've got some planes coming in. We better not line up on the runway just yet. That's when you should use some ATC. So we'll have a look at these ones coming in. They're going around, so which means we're going. Fancy not looking out the window. So runway 9. Just gonna hold short here for a sec. Someone just landed there. Look, there's stuff going on everywhere. I've got the old traffic cranked up a bit high, I think. Alrighty, just waiting for this guy to exit, and then we're gonna haul on. Let's go, guys. Taking a while to get up to speed. It's all over the place. 120, we're going to pull back. I think I had too much flap in there. Come on. Positive rate, so gear's going up. V speed's at 2000. We're at 500 once we get 1000. Set for our climb. Speed flaps down to 5, 1000. So I'm just going to go on altitude hold while we get, let's just see. Yeah, so I'm just going to go on altitude hold so I can get my pitch right, or actually I think it might be there. Alrighty guys, so we're at 6,000, we're climbing, just getting my speed correct. Skipped a little bit there because I ballsed up the, oh, look at that, there's an airliner up there, balls the sit-up, but we're getting there now, so we're just getting our speed, got our altitude, climbing at 1500, flaps are down, and GPS is on, so we're good at the moment. We'll see how the old Actve Sky 16 goes through these clouds. That was pretty cool. Let's just bring up the GPS again and see where we're at. Yep. So we're on our transition now, I believe. Coming up past 10,000, so we're nearly halfway to... our... or close to halfway to our cruising altitude. So not a relaxed flight, there's a lot more I need to do on this one. We're climbing at 1800 or about 1900, that's where I want to be at about 2:30, so I'm a little bit quicker than what I should be going, but that's alright, we'll get there. So guys, I'm going to climb up and I'm going to leave you to the outside view and I'm going to talk to you soon. Alrighty, so we're coming up to our cruise altitude, only 1,000 to go, so let's hopefully I can get the altitude hold working, because I've had a fair bit of problem with that. See if I can get the speed right for cruise as well. Just going to adjust the V speed as we come up to 24,000. Probably adjusted a bit too much. There we go, squeeze it back up again. So it looks like it seems to be working. And we're going to gain some speed, so I'll show you the so that's how we're tracking. Oh, in the Coffs there, so we're pretty much nearly halfway already. That's the Goldie, the back end of the Gold Coast there of Australia and Queensland. So I wanted to say a big thanks to all the new subscribers out there. I really appreciate your support. We've got quite a lot over the last month. So welcome aboard, and another big thanks to everybody else for all your support along the way. So we hit 200 subscribers the other day, which was fantastic. So above my expectations where I wanted to be so far for the Aus Flight Simmer channel, so absolutely fantastic. So I'll have a Q&A and a vlog, a monthly vlog update coming up soon. So we're pretty much all set for cruise now. And because this is not an FS passengers flight or anything like that, because I can't afford to buy a 737-200 yet, I don't need to feed any passengers or anything like that. We just need to enjoy the view. There's only sort of scattered clouds there. We are going to have a slight crosswind, I believe, coming into runway 3 is what I'm going to land at Coffs. Just going to change my heading indicator because there's no star procedure, I do believe I've got to go to 173 and then I do a basically U-turn and come back into runway 3, so that's what we'll be doing. So I'll leave you there, guys. Enjoy some of the views. Just got to get my speed under control or else we'll overspeed, and we'll talk to you at top of descent. So talk to you soon. Welcome back, guys. We're at top of descent and I'm just slowing us down so we can start descending. So just bring up the GPS so I can show you where it's at. So that's Coffs Harbor, so we're basically tracking on 160. We need to track on 173, so we'll flick that over to heading indicator shortly. That's the airport there, so we'll basically be flying over it and coming back in. All goes to plan, which it usually doesn't. So got a bit of cloud layer here, just under. Come on, let's get that speed down. We're about 1,500 feet per minute descent rate. Everything's looking good at the moment, so hopefully, guys, you enjoyed the flight. I know it's a bit of a quick one, but it was more of a sort of practice in getting back into I want to do some heavy flights for you, so it was interesting to see if I can actually nut this landing down. So let's jump out and have a look, and I'll talk to you soon. Alrighty, we're coming down to under 10,000. We're just going to increase our descent rates because we're going to basically be making our turn in shortly. Starting to get a little bit hazy. So we're at 10. Once we get down to 9,000, we'll be making our turn. And like I said, I couldn't find any procedures really to fly into Coffs. I just been starting to use, I think it's FS Commander for my flight planning, but we'll wing this one in. Pardon the pun. A little bit of a slip there. Alrighty, so the airport's up here. I'm not on the best approach, but I'm basically going to be switching everything to manual. We're going to go flaps 2. Take autopilot off. All my textures are a bit funny because I don't have installed Orbex's Strain SP4 edition. Jeez, we're really low. So that's why all my textures are a bit funny. So we're going to begin our turn on our very short final on the runway 3. So we're just slowing down. Gears will come down shortly. So we'll begin our turn now. Trying to get trimmed up. It's just sliding. Can't even see the runway. There we go. Geez, I wouldn't want to be a passenger on this flight. Right, I can't see the runway, so I'm going to have to go into this view for a little bit. Seems to be a fair bit of wind around. Well, I knew it was going to be an interesting landing, guys. I think I've picked the wrong runway, I should say, to land on, as in the wrong direction with that wind. That was a bit crazy. That should have definitely been an abort, but yeah, we're coming with the wind. I should have checked the weather. But we landed, and that's how we roll at Aus Flight Simmer. Everything's a bit different, a bit fun. So it's a bit of a crosswind now, that's for sure. Alrighty, so turn our runway lights off and taxi lights on, guys, and I'll leave it with a replay, and I hopefully enjoyed the flight, and I'll talk to you soon.